Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. It's me, Gio. Y'all know who the fuck it is. Alright, it's 9:50. The morning rush has not ended yet. Today was a fucking mess. Everything worked out this morning, but it could have been a bust. I figured today will be busy because of the snow. People drive like idiots in the snow. I know my market. I know the people I share the roads with, right? I turned my app on, I think at 4:23 this morning. Yeah, I turned my app on. And then the first ping I got, I actually didn't even go to my car. When I turned my app on, I was still in my room. And then I was still at home because I did that on Tuesday too. I turned my app on from home. I got the first ping I got was a shared ping that said 8 minutes south or something. And it took me 6 minutes to go get them. And that's why I like having my trip duration direction, because you get to pass up on the garbage pings like that, right? So then a few minutes later, around 4:30, I got my first ping. Or I took my first ping. It said 16 minutes south. Now, from where I live, that's about where the airport is without traffic. So I'm like, okay, I get to start my day with an airport ride. Awesome, right? And that was 5 minutes away. So I go over there, and it's someone getting picked up from McDonald's. And what happened was, the person that I picked up from McDonald's went to a gas station for like cigarettes or something. That was their first stop. And then, oh yeah, and the direction on that ride was 16 minutes southeast, which is the direction of the airport. So I had every reason to assume this was an airport ride. So after they put the first stop in to get cigarettes, the second stop literally took them 2 minutes southeast of my house. So I'm like, this is pretty much right where I started. All that for a whatever $7 fare, maybe a bit more, a bit less. And then that ride at the bottom there, the 938, that was the stacked ping. That took me further west. So it's snowy out, the roads are shitty. I'm like, at this point, I'm starting to sweat because I dropped him off at probably around 5:25. I'm already like, oh boy, I'm already starting to like, the pressure's already starting to build. I'm like, if I don't get out of the suburbs soon, I'm stuck. And I knew I was gonna be stuck. So then I got on a filter because I was in the burbs. I saw my filter from Corn Place, and I got this ride going to O'Hare with a tip. So that worked out pretty well. And then I was still on the filter when I left the airport. So when I left the airport, I was still on a filter. And I just turned my filter off because I knew traffic was getting bad. So the way I looked at it was, even if I got a trip going to downtown from where I was outside the airport, it still wouldn't be a beneficial trip because the traffic on the highway was already starting to get really heavy going into the city. So I decided to just turn premium on and just drive empty. Okay? So probably, yeah, exactly 20 minutes after I was making my way to the city after my last airport drop off, I took a gamble because I already used one filter. So you only get 2 on Lyft, as you guys know, just like Uber. And I'm like, okay, I got the power zone. With the power zone, if you get a ping and you don't accept the ride, you lose the power zone. So I was willing to gamble on a short ride to stay within the city off a filter with that power zone. Because if I would have gotten a ping to the airport, I would have denied it. Because keep in mind, I had my trip direction and duration. So I got this ping, and it said, I think it said 16-minute ping or something, 16-minute ride southeast. And I'm like, yeah, it's exactly what I want, downtown, right? So I took that ride. And then I got lucky today because I don't have any screenshots of the Uber surge All right, I did have some, but Uber was surging heavily, which let me know. It started surging really heavily around 7 a.m., which let me know that everybody was stuck on the highway this morning. So, and I saw in my group chat, some people said Uber wasn't letting them filter. So if you were on Uber, then you were pretty much stuck with airport rides, or if you got lucky. Because if it didn't let you filter, then if you got an airport ride past like 5:30, let's say you got an airport ride from downtown or Lakeview at 5:45, your morning was done because traffic was not moving coming back from the airport. From O'Hare back to like Logan Square was probably 40 minutes at 6:30 a.m. and you'd be driving back empty. So I did not want an airport ride, and I was willing to gamble with the power zone I had. So I got that one done, and then I think I got most of my rides were power zone today, but not too impressive compared to the Uber surge that was being shown. So that ride happened. Shorty lift. That was a short XL right there. So you guys can see at the bottom of the screen. 2.12 miles, 12 minutes, so $13. I don't believe that Lux had a power zone attached to it. It might have. Oh, it did. Yeah, a little one. Okay. So that was a short Lux. So you guys are seeing there, I mean, I made a surprising amount this morning, considering the fact that I was peppering in regular rides, economy rides, or, you know, and a lot of them were really short. Look, the longest ride I did this morning, other than the O'Hare ride, was 5 miles. Or maybe the first one was. Yeah, I did a bunch of short rides today, so I'm pretty surprised that I made this much, considering the fact that I didn't get any lengthy airport rides other than the economy one with the tip. So, power zones kind of worked out, but it still didn't compare to the Uber surge. There was flat surges of $7, $8, $9 this morning, and those rides, let's say you got lucky to get those on a pool, you probably made $35 for a 40-minute pool, if you got those pings. With the way the Lyft power zones are, you just can't do it. You know, and I don't know what they're charging the passengers here, so I'm like, what? I don't know what's going on here. But like I said, these were all mostly short rides. I just got lucky with the fact that I made that much with what I had. Oh, there's a corgi. Oh, I love corgis. Someone get me a corgi. Yeah, and I got lucky. I mean, today was absolutely lucky. If I did not get that airport ride at 5:26, then I would have made it into the city by 5:50 probably. But I would have already burned a filter and not getting paid for it. So rather than $134 morning, I probably would have gotten stuck with a $79, $85 morning. I mean, this morning I made more in this morning rush than I made in 11 hours on Tuesday, because Tuesday was just dog shit. But that's what happens when you drive in elements, and that's why I told you. I mean, that's why I always say you got to use your filters. I try to stay consistent in my driving strategy because I know what happens when you don't. If I would have gotten stuck with an airport ride at 5, let's say that one ride at 6:18 was an airport ride, then I would have made all of, horrible math. So I was at probably $34 for that ride. That ride without even with the power zone, which I don't think the power zone would have multiplied or added anything on top of it. If that ride was an airport ride, I would have been at I don't even know, $70 maybe, and that would be for a 45-minute airport ride, and then you don't know where you're going to be, and I would have been at 7:20 in the morning by the time I dropped him off, so it's unlikely I would have made 50 something extra dollars in an hour and a half fighting traffic back into the city, unless I would have gotten a lengthy Lux or an XL ride. But those rides are not reliable. You can't count on those rides, is what I'm trying to say. So I stuck to the program, stuck to the strategy. There was some luck involved this morning, obviously, but I was definitely starting to sweat after that 5 before the airport run. When I got that ping, it said 23 minutes 23 minutes east. I was like, yeah. And that turned to 25 minutes, but I was like, yes. So relieved, because that could have fucked me. That could have been, that one ride salvaged my morning, because I got sent west when I wanted to go east. But then again, also that first ride at 4:30 a.m., which I assumed was an airport ride, but it wasn't, fucked me too. So that passenger is wise of the game. They know to add stops before the trip starts and everything like that. So they're probably a pretty consistent passenger on the apps. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for this one. Just want to fill you in. Yeah, this is the best morning I've had on a Thursday in a long time. Thanks to the snow, thanks to the power zones. But, all right, yeah, peace out. Everyone, stay safe, stay driven, stay classy. I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.